Hello guys, welcome to Online Turkish School lesson number 5. Before we begin doing this lesson, I want to give you the answers of the questions that I had asked you in the 4th lesson. You can pause the video and check them out. So, let's begin. I'm glad that you had survived the vowel harmony. And seriously, if you haven't learned it, please go back to 4th video and learn it, because in this video we're going to be using what you're supposed to have learned. You should have learned, let's say, the vowel harmony. So in this video we're going to use our knowledge about that vowel harmony. So remember the subject pronouns that I showed you a little bit of it in the first video. Let's repeat them. They were ben, sen, o, biz, siz, onlar. Now, how about my, your, his, her, etc.? I mean those pronouns. Those are called possessive adjectives. The name doesn't matter, but you need to know what you're learning, right? So those are said in Turkish. Those are benim, senin, onun, bizim, sizin, onların. So with this logic, if car is araba in Turkish, then my car would be benim araba. Unfortunately, things aren't that simple in Turkish. Okay, there's a little more to it. Now, in order to say my something, in Turkish you need to consider two things. Actually one thing. You need to consider one thing. You need to check if the word ends in a vowel or in a consonant. Okay? Let's see some examples with the words that end in vowel. For example, araba, pencere, baba, anne. These end in vowels. So in order to say my car, my father, my mother, etc., what you need is easy. It's just M, okay? So to say my car, you need to say benim arabam. To say my window, you need to say benim pencerem, benim babam, benim annem. And as easy as that, okay? As long as you have a word that ends in vowel, in order to say my plus that word, you just end in M at the end. Can't be easier. Actually, it's easier than English. So, but things aren't that simple if the word ends in a consonant. Okay? Let's see some examples. Ev, bilgisayar, okul, göz. So in order to say my house, if we follow the same logic, as in adding the M directly, that would be ev, bilgisayar, okul. Impossible to pronounce, right? Doesn't make sense at all. So what do we do? We add an M, right? But not just an M, we also add a helper. So it's not just M, but im. Okay? Im. Now if you pay attention, im is a suffix, and it's an E-type suffix. E-type suffixes, if you remember, has 4 forms. Im, the original form, and Now these aren't completely interchangeable. They're all the same, but you can't use one instead of another. You need to pay attention to the last vowel of the word. That's vowel harmony. Okay, you use im if the word ends in e or e. Okay, you use if a or u, etc. This is vowel harmony. If you don't know about it, watch the 4th video. The link is in the description. Okay, 4th video. So let's see how we say my house. House is ev and ends in e. So it's going to be benim evim. Bilgisayar, however, ends in a, different vowel. So benim bilgisayarım, benim okulum, benim gözüm. Okay? So that's that. Now, what if we want to say your something? The same deal, really, the same logic. If the word ends in a vowel and consonant, If the word ends in a vowel, such as these words, you just add an N, okay? Instead of M, this time you just add an N. And benim changes into senin, of course, because it's your. Senin araban, senin penceren, senin baban, senin annen, your mother, etc. And if the word ends in a consonant, again it's the same thing. Instead of im, you add in this time, which is also an E-type suffix, and it's got 4 forms. In, and the other 3 forms, un, and un. So if you want to say your house, your computer, you need to say it like this. Senin evin, senin bilgisayarın, senin okulun, senin gözün. If you haven't understood why and how do we decide which one to use, in or un or un, right? This is vowel harmony. Again, vowel harmony is really important, as you see. So, watch the 4th video. So this is it. If you want to say my, you just say benim and add directly an M or with the vowel E, U, or U or U. And if you want to say your, you just say senin plus just the same thing as my, but you change M with N. Okay. Now, if you want to say our, you change 2 things. You change benim with bizim because it's our. Also, you add an is at the end. Okay. Remember, is also an E-type suffix, so it's going to change. And if you're talking with more than one person, it's like this is the car of you all, like something belongs to a lot of people. Then you change senin to sizin, and you add an is again at the end. Okay, let's see some examples. I take 4 words. Kedi means cat, arkadaş means friend, baba means father, çöp means garbage. Really random words. Now let's see how we're going to say my cat, my friend, my father, my garbage. So kedi ends in M. Kedi ends in a vowel. Arkadaş ends in a consonant, baba ends in a vowel, and çöp ends in a consonant. Okay, we're going to take these in consideration. So, to say, let's see what these words become and then let's analyze them. So, kedi ends in a vowel, so we just directly add an M. Kedim means my cat. See, I haven't used benim. You don't really need to use it, okay? It's perfectly okay without it, because with the ending M, we understand that it's my. So, kedim becomes kedim, my cat. Arkadaş, however, ends in a consonant, so I can't directly add an M, okay? So it's arkadaşım, because you add an im, and it's harmonized into because last vowel is A. Baba ends in a vowel, no problem, just add an M. Babam. Çöp, however, ends in a consonant again, and we harmonize it, so çöpüm, okay, my garbage. To make these our, you just add an is, which is going to be harmonized, of course. So, kedimiz, our cat. Arkadaşımız, our friend. Babamız, our father. Çöpümüz, our garbage. Pretty simple, I'd say. Now, same words again. Let's say your cat. This exactly the same thing with my, just we changed the consonant M with N. So, your, if you're talking with one person, kedin, your cat, arkadaşın, your friend, baban, your father, çöpün, your garbage. And if you're talking with more than one person, in English it's the same, but in Turkish we make the difference. It's like the French tu, vous, okay, it's like German du, sie, no, du, ihr, and anyway, doesn't matter, my German sucks. Anyway, so, if we're talking with more than one person, we're going to add an is. Kediniz, arkadaşınız, babanız, çöpünüz. Okay? Pretty simple, I'd say. So this is the whole table, if you want to look. Okay? With this logic, you can make any word possessive. In a word, with any word, you can make phrases like my, my house, my window, my street, my country, my flag, etc. Okay. Now, one more thing. To say my cat, in Turkish you translate my as benim and cat as kedi, right? Plus you add the final M to make it my. In Turkish it's like that. You have to add the M. And to say your cat, you just say senin kedin. Our cat, bizim kedimiz, we add is to my. And your cat, plural, senin kediniz. Okay? Now, as you see, all of them have different endings. First one has M, second one has N, third one has mis, and fourth one has nis. All of them are different. So, we already understand to whom something belongs. So we don't really need to specify benim, senin, bizim, senin. It should be sizin, by the way. I made a mistake there. Okay. So, my point is, you can get rid of them. Okay. It's completely okay to say just kedim, kedin, kedimis, kedinis. Alright? It's completely fine. You don't have to use my, your, etc. in Turkish. It's already understood from the suffix. So that's it. I hope you understood this. I haven't taught you how to say his, her, its, and their, etc. I'm going to talk about them in the 6th lesson. So I hope this is clear. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. You can send me a private message or just leave a comment. Do leave a comment though, even if you don't have a question. All right, it really gives me the strength, let's say, the passion to make more videos. So that's it. I'll see you in the next video then. Bir sonraki derste görüşürüz. Goodbye.